I'm Joe. I'm Joseph.
And you're vegan?
Yeah, I'm a vegan.
How do you think others perceive you as a vegan?
I honestly think people are like annoyed by it. Like if I'm with friends, you know, like their choices of like dining out is limited if they're if they're not vegan. So I feel like you want to go somewhere, I'm like, oh, let's go to Bodhi Tree, and they're like, all right, that's cool again. And so I think that's kind of maybe like I annoy them sometimes.
My name is Kyron Lazarus.
Okay, and you are a vegan?
Yes.
Okay. How do you think others perceive you as a vegan?
Basically, most people would actually ignore the fact that I am a vegan. I think just people aren't really interested, to be honest. Like I've had situations where people will ask me why I'm a vegan. I'll tell them why, and then they'll be like, "Stop! I don't want to hear these facts. Stop!" And it's just I think just people don't want it. They don't. I just think people in general just don't care about it. They just don't care.
Why are you a vegan?
The reason why I became a vegan was because I didn't want to support this machine that is killing numbers of innocent lives every single day.
Do you think less of people who eat meat?
If the person has has heard the information, maybe watched a documentary, talked about it in a good discussion, but still decides, I don't want to change, cheeseburgers taste great, you know, then I'm like, you're annoying. But as far as other people who have not had the information like privy to them, I have to understand that I was lucky enough to have a lot of information given to me through like friends, through like blogs, through the punk rock scene, and I find myself really fortunate because I have a lot of good facts, a lot of good sources of information available to me, and other people don't. So they we're at different places. Not that I'm at a further place or I'm at like a smarter place, is that we're just not on the same page, and I have to respect that.
As a vegan, how do you feel about vegetarians?
It's not enough. It's vegetarian is a really great step. Cutting meat from your diet is crucial, I think. If your body can handle it, which most can, unless you have I don't know, extreme like iron deficiency, but there's ways around that. I don't view vegetarian as a final step, and I don't think anybody who thinks so is commendable. It's not. It's mainstream. It's PETA. It's Super Bowl ads. It's not great.
What about people who are vegetarians for themselves and not for the animals?
Same thing, and then even less respect because I just don't have that much respect for vegetarians, and that I don't have a good reason. I sound like a bully and a jerk, and I would say that I am one of those. It's just it's vegetarian for themselves because they don't like meat. Like that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Don't eat meat. That's good. You're benefiting from that, but it's when you say vegetarian for themselves, I hear vegetarian because it's popular.
How do you feel about dietary racism?
I'm a dietary racist.
Do you discriminate against people who eat meat, or?
For an example, say I'm hanging out with a friend and he has a cheeseburger. I'm obviously not gonna go up to him and just hit the cheeseburger out of his hand and go, "How could you eat that crap?" Yeah.
Do you feel uncomfortable around people eating meat?
No, I deal with it every day.
Do your parents eat meat?
Yeah, my parents eat meat. My dad, he doesn't eat cows or he doesn't eat goats, but he eats chicken and fish. But it's just I watch everybody in my house eat meat all the time, and that's just I learn to deal with it.
Yeah, my parents are good.
Can you say your name again, please?
My name's Mark Zoki. Mark Andrew Zoki.
Do vegan vegetarians make you uncomfortable? And if so, why?
No, I don't really care. I don't judge people because of what they eat. I think that's silly. I think I don't. So the only reason I would ever feel uncomfortable about it is if when they judge me for what I eat, and I think that they kind of do that sometimes. Like if somebody tells me, "Oh, I'm a vegan, by the way," I'm just like, "Okay, cool." It's not like, "Oh, I'm gonna judge you for that part of you. I'm gonna judge you for if you're not nice."
Why haven't you?
Why haven't
chosen to be vegan?
I just heard the same arguments, and I have thought about it, and I wouldn't consider myself a person who is really involved in the animal rights movement, and I just can't really wrap my head around that one. And I think that's a lot of people's main argument for becoming vegans is the animal rights part of it.
How would your family feel if you went vegan or vegetarian? Would they support you?
Yeah, they'd support me. They'd be cool with it.
All right.
Probably. I don't know. They eat meat, but they would just be like, make your own stuff now. And I'd be like, all right.
Don't let anything I or Kyron say, or whoever else still interviews, give you like, oh, that's what vegans or vegetarians do. That's what they're like. Kyron mentions straight edge. I don't assume that all straight edge people are like this. We mentioned, I don't think every vegetarian is a bad person. That's just, yeah, we're on the spot and we're talking and we haven't really rehearsed this. So if we said anything that sounds ridiculous, it might be ridiculous. It might not. Yeah, don't just don't think you understand all of veganism because of this. Hey, Karen. Ask the question again.
What's your name?
It's for psychology. Hi, Goskas.